Hello, my darlings. My name is Victoria, and this is Veritas Tarot. Sagittarius, I'm going to be doing you a spring reading. We're going to be looking at where you are right now, what's coming in for you, and advice from Spirit. I'm going to be using my energy oracle cards to start off with. I'm going to be pulling 3 of those. And then I'm going to clarify also with some other tarot cards. I've got my angel tarot oracle cards, and also I've got my spirit song, which I might dip into as well. Let's just see what Spirit wants us to do. If the reading resonates, I would be so grateful if you would comment, like, share, subscribe. If it doesn't resonate, it simply means the reading wasn't for you at this time. You'll always be guided to a reading at exactly the right time for you. And although these readings are date stamped, like this is for spring 2021, they are for whenever they resonate with you and you are guided to find them. So Sagittarius, let's have a look to see where you are right now. And this is with the energy oracle cards. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you for Sagittarius. What card? Thank you very much. So you have woman holding a heart here. Which is wonderful. There's some very caring connections around you at this time. And this is number 44. And 4 is a very special number because 4 is all about commitment as well, and being very guided to know what's on your path too. Woman holding a heart. Let me just show this to you again here. So you are, not only do you have those sort of caring connections around you, but you are a female or in female energy dealing with family, okay, dealing with love, dealing with emotions at this time. And you're reflecting on your own personal emotions, and you're very receptive at the moment to love. Now, what this is saying to me as well is that you've come to a place of self-love. So do you see here with this heart? Okay, this heart's made up of all sorts of other hearts here as well. So what this is saying to me is that you have been through various experiences, various emotional experiences that have allowed you to come to a place of understanding what love means for you, understanding what that means to give love to another, understanding about unconditional love as well, and what that means, because unconditional love is that soul love, and that soul love is the divine love, because that piece of our soul is a piece of the divine as well. And if you are having issues at the time, my darling, if you're having any family or relationship issues at the time, this card is also saying to me that these will resolve in divine timing. Remember, everything happens for us. It doesn't happen to us. And it happens for us to help our soul to evolve, to help our soul remember what it already knew when we were born, and to help our soul, because our soul understands that connection to source energy. And sometimes we get covered up in our pain body, our mind. That all gets in the way, but you're coming to this understanding that that it's only through love, it's only through understanding and compassion that you can resolve any issues, any family connections or issues that you may have at this time. It's a reminder to you, but I feel you're already doing this as well, that do trust your intuition, do trust your knowing at this time. And one of the beautiful things about stepping into this space of awareness and understanding and trusting your knowing is you start to observe a lot more. So rather than react to things to get your 2 pennies worth back in, is to stand back and observe and to see what's happening around you, why it's happening for you. And through observance, you can also help another, because through observance, you then don't respond from a reactionary point of view. You respond from a place of peace, you respond from a place of love, and you respond from a place of understanding. You may have also around you at this time somebody who's helping you with this. We all get given soul family at exactly the right time that we need them in our lives. They appear in divine timing. So you may have another female around you who might be somebody that you're speaking to professionally, a teacher or somebody that you're a healer that you're speaking to at this time that's helping you. And also it can be that there is somebody coming in towards you as well. But I'm picking up more with this with you, that this is about family relationship issues or things that you have at this time, but that, bless you, darling, you're dealing with it from such a beautiful space. And you see there as well, there's a butterfly there too. And the butterfly for me, or the butterfly represents transformation. So you're seeing through, looking at things through your heart, observing things from your heart, from your soul. It's a transformative time for you. And you're seeing things in a different way. And there's a lot of purple in this card as well. So the purple, first of all, represents your crown chakra. So you are feeling very connected to your knowing, to source energy. And the red here as well, obviously we know that reds are hearts and things, but red also represents your root chakra as well. So that's very lovely. There may have been something that's happened around Valentine's for you, but this has been an ongoing kind of slow, beautiful, progressive state that you've come into at this time. So that's where you are right now. Let's have a look to see what's coming in for you. This is for Sagittarius. Thank you, Spirit. What's coming in for Sagittarius? Thank you. Well, look at this, it's just wonderful. You've got number 12 now, and number 12 is the temple path. So what this is saying for me, and do you see the orbs that are there as well? So the orbs represent, I'm sorry, I do need to turn my phone off because I don't want to be distracted. There we go. So the orbs represent all the guides that are around you at this time, past ones, loved ones that are around you at this time. And this is wherever you are right now with this woman holding a heart, you are on your life path and you are going to continue to be, you know this now. And this life path, you see here, this temple path, it does sort of go around a little bit because sometimes we think that, you know, a path is a straight journey forward and Spirit has other ideas. And this is saying to me that sometimes you may feel you're having to go back around on things. But when we are going through an awakening, or we're going through life's experiences which all come to help us, sometimes we have to repeat those experiences. It's not because we haven't done it right the first time around, it's just because sometimes there are so many layers of things that we have to reveal within ourselves. There's so many layers of healing that, like layers of a cake, have to come out bit by bit, because if they came out too much, it would be too much of a difficult journey at the time. So you have very much support around you, as I said, very much support around you, very much, there's a purpose, you have a purpose that you know. And you also understand that you and only you are responsible for your feelings, you and only you are responsible for your spiritual evolution, and that you've really got to know yourself, you've really met yourself. Deepak Chopra said that, you know, we are human beings, but most of the time now we're human doings. And I really feel that you are a human being at the moment, which is just wonderful. That your soul has so much in store for you, so much in mind for you. And this is in this lifetime, okay, my darling. And what you are going through now with this woman holding this heart, whatever you're going through now with family issues, this is part of this process. This is the sort of foundation for this path that you're going on, this temple path, this spiritual purpose that you're going on in the future. Because if you are to be somebody who is there to help others, you have to be able to talk from your own experiences, because people can only listen when they are wanting to listen, but you can only speak from where you have experienced. And the choices you're making now with this woman holding a heart, the choices you're making now are very important for your personal growth and life lessons going forward. And you are so surrounded by spirit at this time, which is just lovely. And on the bottom of the deck, I just want to show you, because this caught my eye, you've got number 19, which says rest and rejuvenation. So wherever you are right now, and you know, COVID has given us, I know it's brought so much heartache to so many, but it's brought so many other, you know, out of something bad, there's always something extraordinarily good. And I think one of the things that COVID has done for people is to give them this rest and rejuvenation, to give them this time to be a human being rather than a human doing. And you have come to a place that you're enjoying that time to yourself. You're enjoying now peaceful thinking, where maybe in the past it was more of what I call sort of hamster wheel thinking, when your thoughts go round and round and round. And you are coming to a place where you, whether it's meditation or it's something that you enjoy that's very therapeutic, like walking or painting or writing, through that you're receiving those clearest thoughts, those highest thoughts, and those thoughts are thoughts from God, those thoughts are messages from God. And keep doing what you're doing, keep inserting into your life this activity, this meditation, this rest, this rejuvenation. Because you see, we're always given this time of this period that you're being given right now. And now the next card is strategy. You're always given this time because it means that you're coming to an end of a cycle. And the universe, God, Spirit, doesn't just then plop you into the next cycle straight away. You're given time for reflection. You're given time to rest. It's a rejuvenating time, because I am guided to pull this out. You've now got, from this deck as well, strategy number 21. And what's interesting is that you had number 12. You had number 12, and now you've got number 21. So it's that mirroring thing. So what you're doing on this temple path is the first part of this journey, okay? And now it's going to turn around. It's going to transform into where you're going to feel empowered to move forward, whatever this strategy is for you, my darling. And this strategy is with this feather pen here. So that talks to me as well, that if you are a writer, or you enjoy writing, or you're enjoying doing, here you've got a journal. So if you're enjoying doing enjoying doing a gratitude journal, then those words are very powerful that you're putting down, because they're coming from source energy, they're coming from your soul, they're coming from that extraordinary place of gratitude. And when I talk about being, you know, being is also I am. And when you are in that being moment and you are grateful, I am grateful, that is an extraordinary, powerful place to be. After this rest and rejuvenation, as you're going through this, if there are ideas that you have, if there are things that you want to do as part of this, start making a plan, but from your higher self. Don't get too worried about all the detail, because when you're on this path, and it's your life path, and source energy and your soul knows what's coming for you on that path, everything convenes together to deliver to you at exactly the right time. But as a lovely friend of mine said as well, that, you know, you may want a beautiful garden, but you still got to pull the weeds out. So there are things that you can do to help yourself going forward. And this is the best time for this. This is the best time for this, as you're going through this peaceful thinking time, this quiet thinking time. You know, write about what you want, visualize what you want, just on the positive sides. You know, consider changing direction at the moment if that's what you're being guided to do. And there's another lovely expression, chop wood, pour water. So those mundane tasks, where a lot of the time those receiving thoughts come in, those highest thoughts come in, those messages come in, That's when you're getting things in order for what's happening. It's about structuring your short-term goals in order to achieve your longer-term goals, which is just wonderful. Okay, so now I'm just going to pull for you, my darling. I'm going to pull some of my Angel Wisdom cards as well. Sorry, I was just seeing when my doggies were there. Thank you. Any other messages for Sagittarius? So now we've got this Knight of Cups. So there is something in the air for you that's coming in, because I can see now the Wheel of Fortune has come in now too for you as well. So first of all, this is on the bottom of the deck, and coming alongside it is the Knight of Cups as well. So whatever this woman holding a heart, you as this woman holding the heart, there is something wonderful coming in for you that involves love, which involves romance, which involves relationships. Cups are symbolic of love, you know, relationships and romance. And whoever's coming towards you, yes, it can be flirtatious. Yes, it can be slightly over the top, but at the same time, but the water represents emotions. So that waterfall is representing that kind of overfilled, overflowing emotions for you. And they're coming as well, do you see with the bare chest there? So they're coming in very vulnerable, very open towards you too. And this wheel alongside, the wheel alongside of it is saying that this is happening at exactly the right time for you. This is, do you remember I talked about sort of rest and rejuvenation? Well, this is now after that, the wheel, this is a fresh new start for you. The wheel is coming in, the wheel is turning for you. And because the wheel is appearing alongside the Knight of Cups, and this is sort of rushing towards you, do expect something suddenly to come in. It's going to happen suddenly. And the universe loves a Tadar moment, my darling. They love a surprise and delight. So it'll be when you least expect it, but it's positive change for you too. That it, you know, I feel you're going to kind of be swept off your feet, and you may kind of feel a little bit like that, but it's something that's very, very beautiful that's coming in, and it's coming in after a period of the Hermit. So again, we go back to that rest and rejuvenation card that we had. Where's my rest and rejuvenation card here? The rest and rejuvenation card that came in. So this time that's been spent in this quiet mode, in this peaceful mode, you know, time alone is time spent with God, which is very beautiful. So this time that you've spent has been inspiring for you. It has been enlightening for you. It will continue to be. It's been meaningful for you because you have received, you've allowed your anxiety and fear, those thoughts, to be moved out of the way, and you've actually just allowed yourself in this space to start to receive what your knowings are, what your instinct, what you're listening to yourself. And when you start to listen to yourself, you start to respect yourself. And when you start to respect yourself, then you start to see a difference in the relationships around you as well. And what I'm also feeling with this card is, because you're starting to see a difference in relationship around you, people are drawn to you. You're an example for others. Your light, the love you give out, is this woman holding a heart here. You are an example for others. You're like a beacon of hope for others as well. And they come to you, and they come to talk to you about the problems that they're having. So I think this is a very, very beautiful reading. I'm feeling guided to pull just one more, and I'm actually going to use my Light Seers Tarot for you. I just feel that. Thank you. Any last message for Sagittarius? Thank you for spring 2021. Thank you. So it's just right on the bottom of the deck, my darling. You've got the Sun first of all. So this is a very powerful card. This is a card of great happiness, great joy, blessings coming in towards you. What this is also saying to me is just trust. Trust that there is a divine timing to everything. Trust, just open your heart, as you'll continue to do. have that faith over fear, and just trust that you are your own universe. You're creating all of this. And all you have to do is to get out of the way of it and just trust it's coming in for the right time for you. So don't worry about how and when things are going to happen. You've meant to have been in this hermit mode, this rest mode, this rejuvenation time. And now things are starting to come in for you in a beautiful way in this spring. And what they're lastly saying is, with the Two of Pentacles, is try not to worry too much. You know, we talk about that strategy card. Try not to worry too much about how you're going to achieve your goals. Try not to worry too much about when it's going to happen and how it's going to happen. All Spirit wants you to do, I'm sorry, my phone's ringing, I'm ignoring it. All Spirit wants you to do is focus on this day by day. Focus on the being you are at the moment, what you're doing, the being you are at the moment, and focus on those short-term goals and what you can do on a day-to-day, and let Spirit take care of a lot of the details for you. And be prepared for surprises and delights coming in for you, because when you are doing what you're meant to be doing and what your soul is guiding you to do and what you feel relief in doing, then Spirit, universe sends in everybody you need at exactly the right time. So try not to get too overwhelmed, because that slows the wheel down, my darling. And just the last thing on the wheel, wherever my lovely wheel is, where's my wheel, where's my wheel? There it is. The wonderful thing with the wheel is it shows that you've gone through this whole cycle from the Fool card to the World card, okay? And therefore that is this rest and rejuvenation time. Remain in the center of that wheel. And what do I mean by that? Keep observing, keep thinking everything's happening for you, whether it's uncomfortable or not. And then you can observe the wheel turning for you from a place of grounding and a place of peace. If you lose sight of that, you can then hang on the edge of the wheel, and then you'll feel a lot more of the ups and downs. But where you are right now, you're doing everything you're meant to be doing, and there's some beautiful surprise and delight coming in for you, my darling. So Sagittarius, I hope you enjoyed your spring reading, and I look forward to doing your readings again for you for March very soon. Take care, my darlings. Bye-bye.